All right, listen, we seriously got to talk. This is crap. You are doing yourself a disservice trying to post identification photos onto social media or sending them to coaches or mentors or whatever if they look like this. We can't fucking see what's going on. So, in this video, we're going to cover some tips and tricks to help you take better identification photos in your reef tank. Number one, my first tip is to get yourself an Android equipped device. I'm sorry, iPhone users, they are just superior. All jokes aside, really the first thing that you're going to need to do is turn the blue lights off on your aquarium. When we're taking pest identification photos and ID photos for things like anything other than corals, you want the blue lights off. Turn your white lights up so we can get a good, clear, high quality image of what's going on in the tank. The camera sensor in these phones cannot pick up these blue spectrums and distinguish them from one another. So when we're running really high blues and really high UV coloration, it doesn't know what to do with that information. So the resulting image is just a huge blue blob on our screen. Next up, turn off the flow. Turn the flow off in the tank. Let the tank go stale or stable or whatever you want to call it. Let all the flow die out in the tank. This is going to do multiple things, but mostly it's going to stop the thing that you're trying to take a picture of from moving around and getting motion blurry all on you when you're trying to take your picture. Another thing it does is it quits moving micro bubbles and detritus and all that kind of stuff around in front of the camera, which makes the autofocus on the camera sometimes go a little bit wonky, and you end up with a poor shot and everybody's like, I really can't see what's going on. It's pretty blurry. This one is probably one of the best tips that I'm going to tell you in this video. Put your phone flat against the glass of the aquarium. Taking a picture with the phone away from the glass on an angle like this is going to introduce a certain amount of refraction from the glass, and it's automatically going to make your photo worse. Putting your phone flat up against the glass is going to take that away completely and allow you to get nice, clean, crispy pictures of that critter that you're trying to figure out if it's going to eat your corals or not. And for my super awesome Android users, yes, it was a little bit of a joke, but there is some truth in this. We have a pro mode that you can go into on your phone. You can adjust the white balance. You can put manual focus in. You can adjust the EV, which is going to be basically like how bright or dim the photo is, and a couple of other settings as well. This is built right into the Android camera app. You don't have to download any third-party software. iPhone users, sorry, you don't have that stuff. Your regular photo mode on an iPhone, though, will take a pretty decent quality picture of this kind of stuff if you do those other things that I mentioned with the lighting and the flow and all of that. Sorry, my tangs were banging a turbo snail against the glass over here. I didn't know what was going on. Hey, by the way, my name is Logan. I run Reef Rookies, and if this is your first time here, the first time seeing me, thank you so much for watching the video. Why don't you consider subscribing to the channel? I drop 2 videos a week, most of the time, if I can, with information just like this to help you guys become better reef keepers. I would also like to thank my YouTube channel members. You guys are the reason that I'm able to keep doing this full time, and I have almost 12,000 subscribers now. If even half of you signed up for the $1 YouTube membership tier, that would totally offset the money that I lost when I hurt my back and lost my career as a firefighter. And it would be super cool too. Thanks. Another helpful tip that I can give you is to use your hands almost like a tripod. You can use your fingers and brace the phone against the glass if you need a little more depth of field. This is usually helpful if you're trying to take a picture of something that's actually on the glass itself. Putting the phone against the glass, they can't focus that closely. So you need to back up about 4 to 6 inches. Using your fingers kind of like a tripod to space the phone out away from the glass, but hold it still, is going to help you use your thumb to manually focus that thing in on whatever that critter is that you're trying to take a picture of. And then even in some phones, you have voice activated photo shutter, so you can literally just tell it, it's doing it again. My cell phone's throwing my turbo snail around. I don't know. But That will allow you to take a more crispy picture if you do that spacing with your fingers. And finally, if you don't feel like doing any of that crap, you just want to be able to run over to the, aquarium, take a quick picture, and it be pretty decent, get one of these. This is a coral photo lens thing. This happens to be the ice cap one. There's a link in the description if you want to get it. I stack the yellow and blue lenses on this, but it instantly takes the blue out of the image. You can see that right there. If I move out of the way over here, you can see what that's doing to the aquarium just from this far away. If I come all the way, you know what? Watch this. Bang. No more blue left in the aquarium. Now I look stupid because I'm orange, Oompa Loompa style, but whatever. So we'll go ahead and take this off. But these little orange filters, this is what everybody uses to take awesome pictures of corals and stuff. But these are great for taking pictures of pests and other things you want to ID too, if you don't feel like screwing with your light spectrums and all of that stuff. So grab yourself a coral lens, turn the blues down, turn the whites up, turn the flow off, and hold the phone still, use manual focus, and we'll be able to identify your pests. And now, you're gonna go watch that video up on the screen right there. It's a very cool video. I think you're gonna find it super interesting, and I'm gonna catch you over there.